Focus this hour, Kannada actress Ranya Rao has been taken into custody by the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence on the 4th of March at the Kempegowda International Airport for smuggling gold. The officials seized 14.8 kilograms of gold worth 12.56 crores from her. But that's not all. Following her arrest, TRI officials also raided her residence at Nandwani mansion in Lavelle Road. The search led to the seizure of 2.67 crores in cash and gold worth 2.06 crores. Thus, the total seizure stands at 17.29 crores. Meanwhile, as the probe into a role in the gold smuggling racket is underway, we are tracking some breaking developments coming in on this big story. According to our sources, a team of the Central Bureau of Investigation is at Ranya Rao's house and offices and is probing her wedding gifts as well. Belly Thomas is joining us for more on this story. Belly, searches continue reportedly at places associated with Ranya Rao.
The CBI officials have Somoto taken up an inquiry into this case based on the inputs from the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, and they are probing as to initially the protocol services extended at the airport, along with this particular fact of the case that Ranya had smuggled 17 bars of gold weighing 14 kilograms and which is worth 12.56 crore. So they are kind of probing into their the wedding that had happened 4 months ago, and as of now we are told that the CBI wants to know her like how did she kind of collects that much money. There are three means for that, either through Hawala or by cash or by cryptocurrency is what the sources say as. So the CBI has to find out as to like how was this much of money procured by her to to purchase the gold from Dubai. And so the line of the probing is in that angle, so that they are retrieving a kind of list of people from Ranya Rao, whom she was in touch with during her trips to Dubai and back. So the DRI officials also have retrieved information on that is like the forensic extracts from her mobile phone as well as her laptop, and they have made out a list of people who they would be questioning. So these kind of inputs are the inputs that are being shared with the CBI, who are parallelly conducting an inquiries in this case. And right now, as you rightly said, they are at Ranya's house probing on to the wedding gifts that probably she would have got, and they would also be questioning Ranya's husband Jatin Hukeri, who is in Bangalore for that.
All right, let me in fact also quickly get in Sanjay Sahai, former IPS officer on the broadcast. Sanjay Sahai, let me quickly draw you in here into these raids, these searches which are on. What's the what's the probe agency looking for currently?
Agency is looking for evidences, and they have been, I think, able to lay their hands on electronic evidence, primarily the mobile phone and the computers which she has been using. Out of that, lots of clues would have come, and they want to get into a detailed probe. The CBI has taken on its own the Somoto probe. The CBI has taken, so it's trying to provide all the comprehensive coverage which is required by DRI. In a manner which it will feed into the investigation. DRI is basically restricting itself to this particular case and all that would have transacted before. CBI getting into, I think, even details of what was the gifts given at the time of the marriage. So it is getting into variety of links, and this Tarun Raju. So this angle also makes it very, very clear. Now the investigative agency is primarily ready to get into people who have been close associates and people who have some sort of a transaction with Ranya Rao. So Tarun Raju is supposed to be a long-time associate and is, as per the news reports and the public domain, he seems to have facilitated purchase of gold in Dubai. So broadly, this is the angle which they are getting into. They are trying to get into more and more evidence, both at the residence and also at her office. So this is a very neat, meticulous and very, very intensive sort of a evidence gathering, primarily where they already have a clue and also to get clues into variety of other things. As of now, still the syndicate part we are not aware of. We are not aware of even the money trail, and nobody knows at the back end if there is a Bitcoin connection as well. Because 12 crores or 10 crores or whatever might be the transaction amount, it has to operate either through Hawala transaction and Bitcoin being another part of, you can call it as a Hawala transaction only, where you just don't know as to where the money has gone and in which manner. So broadly, this is where it is. So it is turning out to be a all comprehensive investigation. One side, which is the primary agency, that is the DRI. Second, we are getting complete support and all covering sort of an investigation or probe, whatever you might call it, from CBI. And internally also in the government of Karnataka. Now the ACS is getting into finding out what the protocol lapses were. And CID Karnataka has also moved in to find out what the lapses are there and how is the implication, or who are other people in the government who are associated with this particular case. So it is turning out to be a very, very comprehensive multi-agency investigation, each supporting, complementing each other into finding out and getting all evidences